Hi, my name is Scott Pearson, and I have an open and direct challenge for President Barrack Hussein Obama, our legislature, and the news media of this country to start thinking outside the baggie when it comes to cannabis and hemp. Because right now, the hemp industry is about the only thing that could conceivably save our economy. Both the Republicans and the Democrats have played their party politics to the point where our economy is in the toilet. We are financially a laughingstock on the global community, and that needs to change. And the only conceivable way that I can see that it can change is not to cut desperately needed programs, education funding, homeless health care for single mothers with children. You know, they are cutting correctional facility budgets to the point where here in Washington this past year we had an officer, Jamie Bindle, who was horrendously murdered while she was on duty in a prison chapel here in Snohomish County by an inmate because the week before funding was cut and she no longer had backup in there. She was murdered that next week. Does that sound normal to you, President Obama? It does not to me. Now, you people need to get through your heads, both Democrat and Republican, that cutting programs is not a way to generate new funding and new revenues. Generating new revenues means creating new industry. Time to pull your heads out of your collective asses, gentlemen. The hemp industry in this country could put massive amounts of farmers back in the green with a very renewable crop that could go towards hemp cloth, hemp paper, hemp biodiesel, hemp plastic manufacture, hemp food products, hemp. There's at least a dozen mega industries that could umbrella down into so many different uses for the hemp plant. There's even a hemp deck sealant that I saw at Hemp Fest this past year. There are too many jobs, hundreds of thousands of jobs across the country, President Obama. That is what you need to be concentrating on, making new industry and new jobs, and getting off of the unjust and illegal prohibition of the hemp plant is the beginning. You need to pull your heads out of your asses, folks. The cannabis plant is not the demon weed that everybody fought so desperately hard to convince us of back in the 30s when it was first prohibited. It's stupidity, folks. There is absolutely no reason why these two plants should be banned. None whatsoever. It's time, gentlemen, to put your money where your mouths are. Do you want to fix this economy? There are hundreds of thousands of jobs, not to mention incredible amounts of government revenue through regulatory infrastructure and new industrial regulatory committees. All kinds of employer-employee payroll, taxes, gentlemen, taxes, funding, new revenue sources. Is any of this clicking with you? It's past time, people, to pull your heads out of your asses and start doing something positive for the economy instead of cutting all of the programs. Enough said. America, how do you feel?